we just hopped off a Twitch stream, and my Twitch streams do allow Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 drops, so if you guys do want to grab some drops, if you haven't already got them or know any creators, now you know a creator who can give you those. After this video uploads in its 1080p form, I will put a thing in the description section for you guys all the way on the bottom of the description, giving you guys a link to my Twitch channel, so you guys will be able to go check out my Twitch channel and see when I go live there, so you guys can earn the good drops. Like, there's a 30-minute drop, an hour drop, a 2-hour drop, and a 4-hour drop. We already done 2 hours, guys, over on Twitch, so for those that sat by and watched, I already got some stuff in MW2 for the drops, just like a charm, a weapon blueprint, a vinyl, and something else, but we already got 2 things. Now we're working on the vinyl and the actual weapon blueprint. The weapon blueprint is 4 hours, sadly, guys. So you're going to have to stick to one channel, or I don't know if it works on multiple channels. I think it's like per channel, it does individual views, but 4 hours to get the weapon blueprint drop. So I am able to do that, but let's hop into what this video is mainly about, and that's going to be sticking to, I got accusation to have a unlock tool the other day for having this camo. Okay, or even like weapons with attachments, and I guess they don't know the zombie trick, which I just shown on stream over there too, which is now a video upload, so if you guys want to go do that, you guys go watch the video upload and see everything that we talked about in stream. But also, MW2 weapons are in Modern Warfare 3, guys. Like, straight up, they're just here. Okay, like battle rifles, SMGs as well, guys. You guys can see we got the good old Vaznev and Miniback and the Lockman sub and, you know, all of those. The shotguns as well, guys. Same as, like, the double barrel Lockwood here. LMGs. Modern Warfare 2 LMGs are here. The marksmen, you know, all of these are here. The sniper rifles, all of these are here. And melees are here too. Same as if we go to secondaries. The handguns from Modern Warfare 2 are here. The F-Tac Siege, the X13 Auto, the 9mm Demon, GS Magna, all of that, blah, blah, blah. The launchers are all here. And the melees are also here, including the Riot Shield, which for some reason just... Oh, yeah, it's over in the other melee. It's in this section. Sorry, I was thinking of zombies, because I was in zombies earlier. But yeah, the MW2 Riot Shield is here. Alright. Now, another thing you guys can do is, when you go in, you know, level up your thing, get the covert sneakers, or even do the new type of level stuff, and this is where things come in, by the way, where people think, oh, you gotta be having an unlock tool to get, right? No, there's new challenges, guys, and what do I mean by new challenges and new unlocks? If I quickly go over to, yeah, the marksman rifles field, you guys can see I don't have these 3 marksman rifles. If I had an unlock tool, everything in the game would be unlocked. They wouldn't be locked. But next thing is, you can see that new little, it looks like a down arrow slash like vest slash like some type of metal. And these are what you call armory unlocks, okay? So if I activated this, then you can see at the top left, complete 5 daily challenges to unlock the MTZ Interceptor, but you have to choose for them to be activated. And to do this, you can do it through the weapons class, or you can just hover over play, press whatever button it tells you at the top. On PlayStation, it's triangle. You guys will go to the Armory Unlocks tab, and you can R1 over to weapons, armament parts, perks, equipment, field upgrades, and kill streaks. So you guys can see if I go to weapons, you guys will see there's 3 things here that I don't have, which are those 3. You can exfil with them in DMZ if you find them. Get them out of the mystery box, find them on a wall, blah, 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 which is the zombies version of the DMZ over in MW3, and you guys can unlock them that way. Or B, if you don't want to go through zombies, you can click on activate here, which will then activate it. As you can see, I already have one activated there, so that's why I don't want to mess that up. We'll just complete 2 daily challenges to unlock. I've got 1 of 2, so now I can look up there at the daily challenges, get 20 operator because of the assault rifles and multiplayer. I can go get 5 operator kills at low health, right? I can respawn 3 times using tactical insertions, right? Those are the dailies. Since I'm 1 out of 2, let's go do the AR one. Get 20 operator kills, and an assault rifle. So let's go ahead and make sure we have an assault rifle in our hand. Oh, what do you know? We got a good old assault rifle right here, my boys. So I need to get 20 kills, I think, in one match, by the way. So, best way to do that, let's go over to play. Let's go to hardcore team deathmatch. Well, not team deathmatch. A hardcore playlist, my bad. Remove search and destroy. Click on domination. From domination, we hit back. And then now we have to go back over to hardcore because they didn't put it over here. And I kind of talked about that in Twitch. This playlist should just be here, so you can just R1 over like you do in any other Call of Duty game, deselect all the core game modes, select the ones in hardcore you want, and just click start and go, and it should be like that every time you launch the game, meaning it should automatically be hardcore. I shouldn't have to do something like this every time I launch the game to get into hardcore, right? As in to the right, and then close the game, then to the right, and then close the game, and then to the right. I should just be able just to click start immediately and be in hardcore, right? They should have that be an option. I already talked about that in Twitch. Not going to go over it more. Let's hop into hardcore quick play and chill in some hardcore domination. That's what we chose. Now, I also went over, guys, this game has way less base versions of guns than they had in MW2 in any old game, which therefore classifies it as a DLC, not a full game. So I talked about how it's supposed to basically be an update / DLC for MW2. That was talked about over on Twitch as well when I done my Twitch video and stuff like that. So yes, that's something to kind of look at about this game. You're paying $70, I think it was like for 20-something guns. And that's dispersed out between every category, like 5 in this one, 4 in that one, 3 in this one, 2 in that one, 3 in this one, right? Over every category, there's only 20-something guns. Compared to Modern Warfare 2, where we had like 40 or 50. So, like, it literally doubles to triples the amount of what this game launched with.
Hardcore domination.
Domination, boys. Oh, he's already in our spawn. We spawned into a game late. GG. That needs to have an update. I should only be spawning in games that only have like 1 or 2, like, when I say 1 or 2, like, we should be absolutely started or 2 seconds into the match. They should not be in my spawn by the time I spawn. I got stuck on my teammate there. Thank you, teammate, for laying down and just getting me stuck on you. I would have had the timing there to peek him. And the proper timing, if you didn't just lay in the pathway. If you're going to lay down, you should have just laid to the left there, not right here. Make sure no one's up top here on the heli. I should have slid there, but game's a little bit stupid on some of its movement. Teammate had to throw that because I'm doubting that it's going to ricochet off the window and land directly at the window. That would have been rolling forward, especially for it being a regular nade, but GG game. Oh, we flipped it. Thanks, team. Oh, this guy right here somewhere. I just heard you jump down. Where'd you go? He's probably in here. What? I don't see anyone there. Okay, that's weird. Why would there be audio of someone dropping down right there with no name tag being there, and then no one actually being there? That makes no sense. Okay, I'm glad I caught on to that, which I shouldn't have fell, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna have to do this, and this. Come up here. There were 2 people there. I didn't see the third one. GG. Thanks, game. I would have kept shooting if I knew the third one was there, which you should have actually showed on my screen when I was going across. I will say just a little bit weird. I have no tracer rounds, and he also just randomly knew exactly where I was at. I got a hit marker with that. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. We're in hardcore. 1, yes, it stuns, but also 2, it drops fire right where the stun goes off at, which means he'd be standing in fire right now, and somehow he's not. Just random pre-fire that since it's into the match. So I should have at least got the kill on the stun, for the fact I didn't throw a regular stun. Okay, I'm 6 and 6. I still a 1.0, guys. Anything divisible by itself is still even. Because there's 6 people and 6 pies, everyone got a pie. Okay. But, again, some of the things I just don't like. Like the dude that literally could have stopped me from dying at one point by just not laying where he laid. Like, lay behind cover, not out in the open. And second hand, if he would have stayed behind the cover where I was trying to, like, slide past, I wouldn't have got stuck on him for a couple seconds. You know, like, I just wish people would utilize their brains a little bit more in Call of Duty. Just a tad bit more. And then, let's talk about everything on the right side of the screen right now. I have a mic. It doesn't show next to my name because I'm in a party, right? But look at this entire player base. How many mics is there? Minus me. Okay? Just pretend like I don't have one. How many mics are on that right side of the screen? There's 3 mics out of, what, 12 people? Oi. So I'm only muted, and I'm not going to count myself because I'm in a stream, guys. I am streaming to YouTube. And I am going for this weapon. Okay, so it doesn't have to all be in one. I'm 6 out of 20. Good. But out of 12 people, there's 3 mics. Imagine this being search and destroy. Whatever team gets those 3 mics automatically will carry most of the wins because they have what's called verbal ability. Oh, he was up top on this rooftop. Oh, guys, he was laying in this section of grass. They can verbally call it out. And yes, we now have this going on, guys. It didn't at one point, and now it does. When the game launched on the 10th, that was not happening. Now that it's past the 10th, it's happening. This guy right here. Nice mouse and key, bro. And technically I shouldn't be versing that, but that's a broken thing in this game. And I'll show you guys what I mean. Here in a bit, you will actually see there's going to be Xbox players, PC players, and my game's going to literally be cross-platform. I'm on a controller, so I shouldn't be stuck in cross-platform, but I am. And I'll show you guys that here in a bit. Okay? Literally, you will see there's no mouse and key on my thing. Good job setting the corner. Mindless gamers, bro. Seriously, it takes no skill to set in one little spot and shoot someone. But anyways, let's talk about how crossplay should work. If I had a mouse and key plugged in, fine, stick me in crossplay lobbies, and don't let me turn it off. But since I have a controller, the only thing that's on, I know he was up there at one point. He probably moved back to this very back window back there. That's a guy right here. Oh, that's a teammate. Heard my teammate. Let's see if we can bait for this window right quick. I heard that. There's a guy over here somewhere. Friendly UAV on station. Enemy taking Bravo. Over by C, he's probably in this right-hand corner. Hold on. Just shoot that entire wall right quick. It is wall bangable, so why not try that? All that should have hit. All of those should have hit. What is this game on, brother? GG. I got wrecked there. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see anyone to the left, so I peeked the opposite side, but there we go. And to show you guys, That is what it does. Okay, and there's fire on the ground there for a second. That big boom is a stun boom. And then fire gets dropped on the ground. In other words... Behind me? Really? How is he on C? Guys, come on. Teammate, you're right there. He's on C. Shoot him. GG, brother. Dude's directly above me. How is this dude moving around so much? Is he like above me? Yeah, he is. By the way, here's what people will do a lot of times in Search and Destroy. They will set like this in this window and literally shoot anyone coming out. I'm terrible at camping, but that's pretty much what they will do, is literally be in this window and literally just shoot. Okay? Especially snipers. So when you get this map, it's a camper-friendly map. I am not going to lie about that. And I wish they wouldn't make super camper-friendly maps in Call of Duty. Because I feel like skill base should be moving like you've seen me moving there. It shouldn't just be someone setting like this on like a head glitch. Okay? Because the easiest thing in the game, especially once you actually learn the proper angles to use, is something like this, where you just set up like this and just kind of look around for stuff. Oh, like that dude there, sitting back there somewhere, in that window. Okay, very easy thing to do. As you see how much brain cells he actually has to use doing it. Just set, stare, watch, and shoot. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention to my screen, guys. Sorry. I was actually paying attention more off screen. I was going to see if like it would let me get like right there. You know there's a guy over here somewhere and that helicopter's loud as fuck. Turn the volume down on that, please, COD. Helicopter needs to be lower. Footsteps needs to be louder. There he is. See how much easier that is to just do something like this? Yeah, I'm missing because I'm terrible at shooting sometimes, but you guys can see, like, how much easier is it for me to follow someone just doing this? Right? I know he's like somewhere right around there, but... Oh, they brought pinging back? Let's go. There's no way he went that way. So he's still, like, somewhere right there behind that. See, takes no skill to do something like that, bro. I'll commend you on that, but that you're actually moving, but come on, man.
Friendly UAV online.
Just thought I'd show that. Takes no skill to set in one spot. Let's go back to fully automatic. There's probably a guy back there in the windows somewhere. Oh yeah, this guy up there. I'll ping it so everybody can see it. This guy right here somewhere.
Covering your six.
And that's why having the boot.
Hostiles deployed a mosquito.
The boots I have is No, if you're peeking that, you're dead, bro, because I was shooting directly right where your head would have been. The stream can play that back and see that too. That's what should have happened to the first guy. For some reason, it wasn't. What I'm gonna do is like this guy, so on. Yeah, this is the guy up here. Ah, my team is so bad, bro. But that's why you don't want to sound like an elephant, guys. You can see I knew exactly where that dude was at, and yeah, I went negative, but 4-4. Some people definitely left on both teams, but as you guys can see, camping, when I sat in one spot, I didn't die. Only when I moved around, I died. That shows you how easy camping truly is as a toddler play style. Alright, and I will say toddler play style because you don't actually have to move a lot. Make sure you aim while moving. Making sure that you're checking your corners. There's already 3 things you don't have to do as a camper because you literally just listen, right? You're sitting in one spot. He's to the left. He's to the right, right? Sound. Okay, you're not actually skillful doing that. Skill actually comes from moving around while you're moving, be able to hit your shot while moving, checking this corner, checking that corner, jumping over this to make sure you're checking the proper areas, grabbing this angle and moving through here, getting into this section of the map, taking control there, right? That's skill. But just setting in one spot to make sure you don't die as often, have a perfect shot, listen for where people are coming so you can make sure you get the kill left or right. Not really much skill behind that. That's actually a brain-dead way to play. Okay, you don't have to use way too much brain cells to do it. Now, for me, hitting the longer shots, yes, I got to get better at them. But if I got better at the longer shots, like I could hit my shots, setting in a corner, I could easily drop a nuke. One, I got the headset to listen for left and right. 2, you know, off of game sense, hey, every now and then let's look this way to make sure someone's not running, you know, the covert sneakers, right? And 3, having perfect accuracy. That corner would be somewhat unbeatable. No matter what corner I'm in, because I only have to sound whore and shoot. Brain dead playstyle. No offense for people that do it, but I don't want to hear someone sitting in a corner when I died to them in Search and Destroy going, your team sucks! Like, bro, you're playing in a brain dead playstyle. You're laying in one spot, which takes no skill to do, to shoot my team. Now, if you were like coming out there, bunny hopping me, slide canceling me, and showing me some actual skill, I'll take, yeah, I got my butt beat. But when I die to someone just laying in like a really, really phony corner, that takes no skill. One, you got the already line of sight, right? Because they have to pop the corner first, so you're there. And by then, you're already laying down, so they're pointing probably up at head level, so they have to drop their aim to you when realistically in hardcore, no matter where you shoot, you're more than likely going to kill them in one bullet, and you're aiming around their penis, and they still die there in one shot. So it doesn't matter where your aim is. Okay, you're going to hit them no matter what. 2, you already got the advantage on timing, and 3, sound whore. That takes no skill to do, guys. The only people I ever see die in a corner are people that literally absolutely have so much less of skill that 1, they don't move, 2, they sit in a corner, 3, they just pleb every shot. They can be laying still and have the perfect bit of advantage and lose the gunfight because they shoot to the left of the dude because they don't place their aimer properly. See what I'm saying? Like, it takes no skill to do it. Only the super unskilled, as in people that probably need to learn the game a bit more, that die doing it, could learn the game a bit more. But I'm not going to get trash talked by someone sitting in a corner and sit there and be like, yeah, you got me, man. I'm like, bro, you're a pussy. Because they are. Let's be honest, they are. Now, if he came out there and slide canceled my cheeks and I missed every shot on him and he actually outbeat me in a play style that was moving and took more skill to do and more brain cells to use, that's when I'd be like, okay, man, I got beat. Fuck, man. Jesus. And then, you know, if I got beat multiple times that way, I could think about, like, okay, maybe I need to uninstall the game because I'm actually that bad, right? But now, if I'm dying to so many people being in a corner and I just go negative to a camper, I'm not going to think I need to uninstall the game. I'm going to think like, yo, how come this scene needs to set in a corner, right? That's literally where my brain cells are going to go. Why does he need a corner? Bro, it's a video game. Move around. You get to respawn. Even in non-respawnable game modes, next round, you what? Respawn. Gives you a chance to get better. 3, you're going to learn the map, you're going to move, everyone's going to have a fun time, and you're not going to set board setting in a corner. And 2, your team might win more often. Let's be honest. Yes, like I die to campers because I'm someone who moves. But let's say that camper is someone that sits in his spawn the entire game. It's a search and destroy game, and he's setting in his spawn. Our team planted the bomb, or we're defending a bombs, and he's not moving up to plant the bomb. Well, if he doesn't move up to plant the bomb and the time runs out, his team loses. If we planted the bomb and he doesn't move and that time runs out and the bomb blows up, his team loses. You're just going to lose your team the game that way. 2, not only is it going to be due to that aspect, but if you're not up moving in 2s where this dude kills your teammate and you kill the dude that killed your teammate immediately, keeping it 4-4, 3-3, 2-2, 1-1, and then whatever down at that point turns out, you could be leaving your team going, like, say it's 6v6. Your team has 6. Teammate on your team dies 5. That's 5-6. Another teammate on your team dies 3-6. And so forth, till it gets down to like 1v5 or 1v6 moments that are really ridiculous to clutch, which is possible, but it's on the 10% scale of possibility because most players are not able to 1v6 an entire team in a search and destroy match and win due to the fact most people will camp the bomb sites or stick in a corner and that one teammate has to pop by the corner, maybe just potatoes 1 millisecond off from them and boom, he dies. Your team loses. Right? You guys with on that aspect? So, yeah, it's straight up in these theories that prove a person who can get good at the game, move around, does not stay complacent, has a higher chance at winning in their search and destroy matches. For just that little reason apart. Now, if that camper would learn to adapt his play style, I'm not saying camping is always bad. I'm just saying the spawn campers, the people that camp to the point of time running out, are bad. Now, don't get that wrong or twisted. Let's say that camper is a good player. He goes up to bomb B and camps bomb B. Well, then therefore he's playing an objective, he's playing his play style, and the enemy might be trying to run B and gets picked off by him. So now not only is he getting the kills, he's locking the objective down and minimizing his deaths, he's playing the objective. Okay? Compared to the ones I see on my team 90% of the time that choose a random-ass corner and sit there with no brain cells, don't move, they get scared and lock up when it comes down to a 1v4 because they just didn't get it out and help their team. Right? They didn't go lock down a site to make sure a plant wasn't happening there. They didn't go pick off a dude that might have picked off their teammate, leaving the team's balanced, making the team feel a little bit more hardy. Because when the team starts seeing 3-5, that takes a chump on the shoulder. Because now they're not going to be as like, oh, yeah, we got this. They're going to be like, oh, shit. Right? And then that predicts how well they're going to play. Because if they can't stay calm, well, that means they're going to potato and they have a chance at dying, leaving it as a 2-5. When in reality, yes, it could go 5-5, 4-5, right? Then you pick someone off, 4-4, then someone trades, 3-3, then maybe the enemy team dies with 1, right? And let's say miraculously that enemy team has someone being stupid, like I was just saying, the dude that sets back and spawn, 3-2. We have the higher members. Now, the higher members can still lose because they get too greedy and just go running out, especially in hardcore, 1-2. But now, say they don't. Maybe one goes A, one goes B. The third dude stays a little bit huntsman, kind of scouts forward a little bit, but sticks close to a bomb site in case like this person on bomb A dies. He can move to bomb A to help support A to make sure the plant doesn't go down. That could easily drop 3-1, 3-0, okay? Or even 2-0 or 1-1, right? There's a chance that maybe that one dude kills that dude, but then as he's trying to plant, our third dude that the other dude might think is across the map might be already pushing, sneaks up on him while he's planting, right? Wins the round for our team. Proper rotations, proper movement, proper angles, and proper play style is what's required in Search and Destroy. If you're not check marking those boxes, you're not setting your team up for a good win, you're setting your team up for a loss. Okay, or now if there's really good people on your team or a hacker, you're going to win no matter what. But in theory, if you're playing on an average like 1.0 game mode, right, as in like everyone in the lobby is about a 1.0, check those boxes and you'll win more. Now, once you get to the point where you're God tier, you know where everyone's going to set, your map knowledge is already there, and stuff like that, we're like, okay, at least 80% of the time there's going to be 1 or 2 people there, and then you know to peek it and pop the proper angles and you can get your accuracy right down to it, more than likely you're going to win the game for your team. But, again, a person hunting another person is always dangerous because, as nature already says, there's nothing smarter and more able to kill than another human being. Even the lower pools of IQ out there still is deadly. Alright? And I'm not saying that on the mean side. I'm just saying like people that doesn't have like your grade point IQs still can kill. They still can hunt. It's in our genes to hunt and kill. So with that said, because we need to eat and survive, guys. But with that said, humans versus humans is always going to be random. So, that said, you get into a match. Everything's not going to go directly in the way you think it will, but if your team is utilizing the proper skill set, you have a higher chance at winning. And there's a couple things to go over. So let's go ahead and go to firing range, guys, just to go over a couple of the pointers that I can show. And that's going to be utilizing this M4, it's just like a little, because it looks cool, right? That's the only reason I chose the M4. Is going to be what I'm talking about. So in Search and Destroy, people will try to run out and see how fast I got to those guns, right? Now if I pull my knife out, look how much faster I get to these guns, right? Having a secondary knife is perfect, because now in the beginning match, you switch to it, your timer goes down, as soon as it hits 1, you're getting out to your area you want to run to a lot faster, which also has a chance if the other person's running with one of these and you're running this, you're there before them, so you can grab the angle and kill them whenever they get there. Alright? And especially the karambit is the fastest thing for movement right now in MW3, so if you want to run faster, grab the karambit and run with it. The next thing is aiming, right? A lot of console players, I see this a lot. Your aim is like this, okay? You're aiming at the feet of people, like down here, or you walk around kind of like this, then you have to flick up and try to get up to the person. That is happening a lot in console. Your aim should actually be right here, all right? When you pop a corner, this is the height of where your aimer should be. This way, when you lock onto someone, you can get right onto them, and you're not doing something like, okay, say this is a doorway. You're not doing something like this and having to flick up. And notice how many shots I've missed and how I didn't lock on? And when I'm here, you're on? Okay. You're aiming here, guys. And PC players do this too, but the most notable places I see this is console, right? Is down here. Your aimer is down here. You need to stay at chest and head level. Alright? Keep your aimer up to get your accuracy. One, you're going to get a lot harder hits because instead of shooting a leg or an arm or a foot, you're actually hitting the most damaging part of the body, which is going to be the chest and the head. Alright? That's where you optimally should be aiming, is here. You should not be aiming. Like, if I'm popping a corner, I should not be coming at his ankles like a freaking chihuahua. I should be like a freaking Great Dane, okay? Up on its hind legs, chest and head. Up here, boys. Okay? That's where your aimer needs to be. And to practice this, look at a target, walk over in the firing range, mark holes. I know now this purple splatter is where my aimer should be. So I keep my aimer on that purple splatter. So I come out and I stay on one target and I stay here and I stay swaying with the target, okay? And move your aimer left to right so you can practice keeping your aimer at this height without pulling over and going down. You're just pulling left to right, right? Practice doing this so you can actually stay at, you know, chest and head height depending on where they are on the map. Second, okay, and this is something as well, proper gear. Hear this? Okay, if I go into my armory right quick, this M4 has covert sneakers, okay? Here in the shooting range, they're loud, okay? I don't think they actually get their full thing, it just works like a regular shoe. But proper kit is everything. Making sure maybe there's an enemy right here. Maybe this dude is turned looking that direction, right? I can sneak around and pop him off before he has a chance to turn. Maybe I'm sneaking up on him. I get that nice little sneak bit. You gotta remember, people also have headphones. Not a lot of the time and all the time, but just because they don't have a mic in game doesn't mean they don't have a headset. Some people PlayStation Party, so the mic isn't going to show up, but it's going to be over on the party. They're going to be talking through their party, and the game isn't going to show it. So with that said, they still will hear that you do. So make sure your sound is nice and crisp. So like when you're popping a corner, don't just go like this around it. Listen. How much louder that is than... Hold on. Hear how much louder that is than regular walking? Your character is stomping his feet. You're an elephant at that point. You went from maybe like a gazelle to an elephant. Okay? With how loud you're being. Take that into concept. And when you're playing, this game has slide cancel. Okay? Instead of just popping the corner like this, maybe you want to come out and slide out. Maybe even slide cancel out to a position where this dude's maybe holding the wall like this. You're sliding way out here. So now he has to take his aimer and go and try to follow you, right? And I'm getting stuck on the freaking mannequin. As you guys can see, if I move, it's doing the little thing because I do have the option for that turned on. If I'm near an enemy or a target, it will do that. But that's actually a setting in your actual game itself, okay? I think it's under aiming, which is aim response curve. No, I forget what it's actually called. What is that called again? Aim assist. Here it is. So target aim assist is on. I got black ops and assist, right? Console does have that. So if you see me aim and it kind of like sticks for an extra second and isn't going like this fast, it kind of slows down like this a little bit, it's through the aim assist. But you guys can see with aim assist helps you on console. I can stay somewhat more on target as long as I'm moving. Now, if I'm standing still, it doesn't do it as much. But if I'm moving, you can see I'm moving the same amount, like this, over here. Okay? When I'm moving, and you can see every now and then it'll go off, but most of the time it will stay on and help you track. Okay? Turn on your aim assist on the Black Ops aim assist if you're on console. That way, when you're aiming and you're moving, you're strafing, right? Left to right, it helps stay on the target. Alright, as you guys can see. Look at him welted there. Look at that one welted back there. I would have hit him, but I walked into the glass. As you can see, I would have hit him. Okay? It helps. The next thing to worry about in game for Call of Duty is proper play style. What do I mean by this is when you're moving and you know an enemy isn't near you, like you actively don't hear anything, you know there's nothing there, maybe you know like, okay, if I turn this corner it's going to be clear, but the next corner is going to have an enemy, maybe slide up to that cover, right? Like you want to, maybe you're running with a knife, stop, switch, slide camera, shoot, right? That'll help you, and then practice doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much the thing. Next thing is proper weaponry, right? Not every weapon is going to hit as hard as the next one. So, the weapons right now I see people using and telling you to use, one is going to be this, the DG58. It is strong. Alright, the next one is going to be this right here, which I've named No Witness, which is the Striker, and you can also use the other Striker. The next weapon to move on to, I called it Jack in the Box, which is the Bass B. This thing's under battle rifle. It is fully automatic, and it's actually pretty okay. I set it to semi, and I usually just 2-tap or 1-tap in hardcore. So 2-tap being core, 1-tap in hardcore type deal. That's the other Striker. Then you have the ACR, which is actually pretty okay. I prefer it. I like the ACR. It does get a couple hit markers here and there. The FR556 is actually pretty good. And the next thing to look at is the Wisp 9. I call it the Crisp 9, but yeah, it's the Wisp 9. And this gun is usually pretty good. The setup I have onto it is basically the regular barrel, so I don't even have a barrel attachment, but later will actually be changed. It will have this one, so if you guys want to update to it, if you already have it, go ahead and use that. It's going to be that barrel. But right now I'm using the Forge DX90-F muzzle, the Demo Firm Grip for the underbarrel. I am running the 50-round mag, and the Wisp something stock here, but if you guys don't want to have to do that, and I also am using the conversion kit for this, but later on if you guys want, instead of the 50 rounder, because I'm doing this more in zombies, you can drop to the 32 round, drop a 32 round in there, use the conversion kit, throw on the stock, throw on the barrel instead of this suppressor, the barrel, and you're able to use the undergrip and run perfectly fine with this. You also can remove this off and run with a regular 30-round mag and drop an optic on if you guys want as well, because it's only just 2 extra rounds anyways for the 32. You can remove that off and put an optic on if you guys prefer an optic. Right? And you guys are going to run a lot better with that as a setup, but pretty much, you know, the Wisp 9, it's Wisp-9 is the actual name, and I'll show it to you guys right here. Okay, it's under SMGs. You guys can run that. Let's see. Shotguns, I don't advise right now unless you're using the Modern Warfare 2 ones, because these ones just aren't really up to damage level I like, especially when I was testing in zombies. But the DG58, this thing basically will laser beam. I've seen it in zombies laser beam, like just 2 attachments in zombies. I think it was like a 50-round mag and a sight, and this thing was still laser beaming. Up to a certain distance, so the DG58 LSW, if you build it right, might laser beam be really darn good in, you know, multiplayer. The next thing to look at is the Bass B. Again, I showed you guys that. Apart from that is the MTZ 556, the SVA 545, the Holliger 556, the MCW, the DG58, and the FR 556 are actually pretty good in this game. Again, melee, under the wrong class, my bad guys. Melee, the Karambit here, you guys will have to unlock it utilizing the, you know, the challenge thing, or have a friend that already unlock it, drop it to you in zombies, and then just exfil with it. Do that here, and run the Karambit as your secondary. So you're going to want, like, your main gun you're going to kill with. The knife is your secondary. I'm just running this because it's my multiplayer one, not my, you know, search and destroy class. This is just a regular secondary class. Well, regular, so if I'm playing, like, domination or something. But run munitions box, scavenger gloves, covert sneakers, bone connection headset, conduction, my bad, headset, And then for the vest, either use the comms vest or run the where is it? No. Oh, right here. The Demolitions Vest, because this is going to let you gain your stuff back over time with lethals and stuff, but it's also going to give you an extra lethal. So you get 2 lethals, 1 tactical, and plus those lethals regain back over time, so it's more like an infinite lethal over a certain amount of time. I think it's like 25 seconds, so every 25 seconds you gain a lethal back. So yeah, these 2 here are the 2 vests I would say to wear, which is the Comms Vest or the Demolitions Vest. And if you're running the comms vest, then you want scavenger, covert, bone conduction, and mag holster. Alright, you grab all 4 of those and stick it onto your gun. You're going to reload faster, you're going to hear a lot more, you're going to move more silent, and you're going to keep your ammo pool pretty okay as long as you kill a couple, run over bodies when it's clear. And that's going to be kind of your thing. And then munitions boxes for just in case maybe you can't make it to the bodies and you're running low, you can just chuck down the box, grab your ammo, and continue to shoot. Is going to be the game plan there. But as always, smash the like, subscribe button. Till next time, stay awesome and peace. And please, do not call unlocked tool people that don't have it.